In this next segment, Vince Robinson meets with Brandy Spainhoward, the Senior Communications Specialist at Vectren.
With winter coming up, most adults in our area have one thing in mind: how to keep their homes and their families warm during the cold season, and how to do it without their bill costing an arm and a leg. During winter, electric bills rise more than they do any other time during the year. To see how to properly prepare homes for winter without having to spend too much money, I contacted Brandy Spainhoward, the Senior Communications Specialist at Vectren. Hi Brandy, it's nice to meet with you again.
Well, thanks for having me.
So as you know, winters in our city are very unpredictable. What does Vectren suggest for people who want to make their homes more efficient but keep the low cost during the winter season?
Okay, great question. There are several tips that we have on our website that you can use. Some things that are easy, they're low cost, no cost, are to open up your blinds, your draperies, or your shades during the day and let the sun help your furnace heat your home. But also remember to close those at night to keep the cold air and drafts out. You can also reverse the direction of your ceiling fan. Most people think of ceiling fans as only a summer thing, but if you turn them on a clockwise direction, they actually help circulate the air in the room, and so they'll push that warm air back down to where the people are in the room. A couple other things you can do. You can adjust your thermostat level. That's easy to do. You can also add some caulking or weather stripping around your doors and windows. Caulk and weather strip, that'll cost you maybe $2 to $4 for a tube of caulk or some weather stripping, so really low cost. Another thing you can do, you can actually install a programmable thermostat. They're not that expensive, and that'll allow you to regulate your temperatures throughout the day in your home. So a couple easy things you can do.
And what temperature would you recommend that the thermostat be set at?
Well, the Department of Energy suggests that you keep it at 68 degrees in the winter.
What if you keep it higher?
Good question, because a thermostat is very personal to people. Temperatures will vary. What makes you comfortable is what you need to set your thermostat to, but just keep in mind that for every degree you lower your thermostat, you can save yourself about 3% on your energy bills.
What exactly does efficiency mean when you're talking about a furnace or a heating unit?
Your furnace is rated based on its efficiency level, and it's called AFUE, and that's your annual fuel utilization efficiency rating. So if your furnace, say, has a 90% AFUE rating, that means that for every $1 of fuel that goes in to make your furnace work, 90 cents of that goes straight into heating your home, where the remaining 10 cents is just sent out through the flue as exhaust. So think about if you have an older furnace that maybe you just have a 60% AFUE rating, then only 60 cents of every $1 is going to actually heat your home, or 40 is just flying out the window as exhaust.
What can you tell me about the Energizing Indiana program?
Energizing Indiana is a state-run program that is sponsored by a lot of the different utilities within the state. And through that program, they offer several cost-saving and energy-saving programs for Hoosiers. You can go on their website, energizingindiana.com, and you can find a list of participating retailers where you can find CFL light bulbs at instant savings, very discounted rates. You can also go on and register for a home energy audit, and that's a no-cost audit for qualifying customers. And they'll actually come to your home, go through it, do a complete audit, and tell you where you can make improvements, and they'll also make suggestions on how to make it more efficient.
Are there any programs that Vectren offers that helps with things like bill payment or equipment upgrades, anything like that?
Yes, we do. Let's start with bill payment. And one of the first things to know is, as a customer, if you find yourself challenged to pay your bill, please let Vectren know ahead of time. Don't wait until you're already behind. And there are special payment arrangements that can be set up. And then Vectren also has access to federal and state agencies they can get you in touch with for energy assistance. Another thing you can do is register for budget bill. And what that does is that'll break out your utility payments over a 12-month period, so you pay the same thing every month, and that way you're going to know what your bill's going to be and there's no unpredictability to it. And as far as other things that they do to help the customer, there are lots of appliance rebates that you can get, and you can see all those on Vectren.com and their conservation connection.
I remember you mentioning that Vectren has come up with a list of holiday efficiency tips. Can you tell me about that?
Sure. And the holidays are approaching us, and we're getting ready to entertain people at our homes and also do decorating. So it's a good time to think about those things. When you have all your family or guests over to your home, you can dial your thermostat back. Extra bodies means extra warmth at no cost to you. And also when you're cooking, try not to open the oven door and check on your food. Use the light and look through the glass panel in the door. When you open that door, the temperature actually can drop as much as 25 degrees each time, so that increases your cooking time and wastes energy. When you start decorating for your holiday lights, make sure you get a timer for them, and that way they'll only be on when you need them on, when it's dark out, and will save you some energy. If you start to get all those mini lights out to decorate your Christmas tree or decorate outside and you find out, one of the strands is out, instead of replacing that with the same type, think about getting LED lights. Those lights are very efficient. They're shatterproof, shockproof. They're cool to the touch versus the other lights, and also they use 90% less energy than the standard mini lights.
Well, thank you for coming out and sharing Vectren's energy efficiency tips with us. For the EVSC Community Link, I'm Vince Robinson.